Hey, good morning. Wanted to come on here and a Saturday morning and share some makeup with you guys and tell you about my favorite bundle, which is the Quarantine Shopper bundle that we have this month. There's a lot of great deals, a lot of things that that are fan favorites that people have been wanting, and I cannot get over these bundles that our managers have put together. And the graphics, y'all, how fun are those? I just love our group, our little franchise out of Lexington. You know, we're #1 in the U.S. and I know it's because these women are so passionate. I'm passionate. All my sisters, my ally sisters, we're all super passionate about, bringing great products to women at a phenomenal price point. The ingredients are wonderful. It's a cruelty-free company. We do so much for women on so many different levels that it's just exciting. It's an exciting time. Quick little thing I want to tell y'all about, and then we'll jump into makeup. Last month, when it's the craziest time probably in the history of modern man with a pandemic going on, our franchise blew away our goal by $10,000. That's pretty amazing, considering that it's out of Lexington, South Carolina. During the this time, and when there's so much uncertainty in the world, here's what's certain: women are the glue that holds everything together. I don't care who you are. That's just the way it is, and I firmly believe that. And when women look and feel their best, and they feel healthy, they are healthy, their confidence level goes up, and I believe that we can, when that happens, we can soldier through anything. History has told us, even, in recent American history during World War II, one thing that was a fact was that women still bought cosmetics. You know why? Because we want to look and feel our best, because we know that when push comes to shove, we're the ones who keep it all going, who hold it all together. So I think that was so amazingly evident with our franchise this past month. Even if we couldn't get out and do, my favorite thing is like one-on-ones and parties with people, we were still touching hearts, minds, and souls through the internet. And I believe that genuine wanting to lift other women up has never been more evident, because of people just really having that laser focus to still stay in touch, with our sisters. So I want y'all to really think about that. And if you've ever thought about doing anything in the beauty industry, if you go to bed at night and you're thinking about it, and then you wake up in the morning and you're thinking about it, here's the deal: you probably need to try it. All right. Don't wait like I did. Don't let some stupid little thing that the enemy's trying to hold over your head keep you from doing something that you really, really want to do. And this month we have 3 different ways that you can jump into Alouette. And here's the best part about it: no matter what kit that you decide to go with, you can do it for free. Okay, you could rip up a check after 30 days. If you want more information about that, don't hesitate to message me. Don't let an opportunity get by you. And I'll talk more about that later on, and tell you about some personal, some of my testimony here just in the last 6 months, and probably some things that my manager doesn't even know or is even aware of, but I feel like it's on my heart to share it with y'all. But yeah, think about it. And like I said, I'll get you some more information probably later on this weekend. Sorry I hadn't been on here. I've been trying to do more and more videos, but I had a really bad ear infection. My right ear was so infected, y'all. And so the last couple of days I've just been kind of laying low, and been trying to post, but I hadn't been, on. So that's what's been going on. But without further ado, let's just jump into some makeup, and I'll get y'all some more information about everything that's going on. I'm gonna take a quick little sip of my drink here. Okay, So first things first. I know the lighting is a little wonky. It's early in the morning and it's Saturday, and we're going to be doing some things a little bit later. So I'm going to look good. Get to spend some time with my husband today, and just want to look good, feel good. All right. So first things first. Now this is part of the quarantine shopper bundle, which y'all know makeup is near and dear to me. So I thought we'd just jump right in there with that. Now, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm putting on my Flawless HP Primer. And I always put product on the back of my hand to let it warm up a little bit. And then I'll massage it through on my fingers like this. And I'm going to start applying it to my face. Now, let me tell you something. If you don't use a primer, you need to. It makes your makeup go on much better. It makes application a whole lot easier. You use less product and it lasts longer. So like if you're like me, and sometimes you might have 12 and 13 hour days, primer is a must. If you are a little bit older, and you know we have, and all of us do, we get wrinkles and crinkles, this helps. Okay. If you are oily, primer. If you are dry, primer. If your makeup isn't performing like it needs to, you probably need to do one or two things, or both actually. Exfoliate and use a primer. All right. So that was the HP, the Flawless HP. Now this is the old packaging. The new packaging that's coming out, we've been switching over everything to the black and silver. So some of them are still out there like this, and then you see the black and silver as well. So that's what that is. All right, so I'm putting on my Be Picture Perfect, and turn this way. And again, I apologize for the lighting, y'all, but I wanted to make sure that I actually did a video this morning because I feel like the last 2 days I hadn't been on, and I miss it. So anyway, and I miss you guys. All right, so I start up here, and I'm just using a beauty blender that's damp. If you like using a brush, great. Sorry. If you like, using those little disposable cosmetic sponges, wonderful. This is just a preference thing. I like using a beauty blender, and I like using a damp one because I feel like I use less product between it and the primer, that I just like the way it applies. Okay, and the color that I'm using is light tan. I know everybody has their own special way that they like to do it. This is just my way. You know how they put on their makeup? Some people like doing their eye makeup first and then putting on their foundation or whatever they're wearing on their face. Just a personal preference, really. Sorry, guys. Getting notifications. And y'all know I'm blind as a bat anyway, so I have to make sure I got all the screen that I can so I can see. And as soon as I get a chance, y'all, I think I am going to do contacts. I don't know if I told y'all that in the last video, but anywho, yeah, I think I'm going to try contacts. I think, if I remember correctly, my doctor said that, because I actually wear trifocals. Yes. Yes, I do. So, I think what my doctor said last time, if I remember correctly, that I might be able to do contacts and maybe wear readers. Then there's another option of having two different prescriptions, and they kind of work together. I know several of my friends do that, but, yes. Okay, so we did our primer, we did our Be Picture Perfect foundation, and now what I'm going to do is I don't have the concealer. There's a concealer duo, okay? And it comes in a little circle thing like this. I think my daughter might have mine. But, anywho, it has a little bit of lighter color and a slightly darker shade. And what you do with it is you can use it to contour and to highlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a trick. Hang on one sec. Okay, so it would be with, we're just going to use some foundation in a lighter color, and I want to show y'all something. And again, I know it's hard to see in this kind of light right now because it's so early in the morning. If this was around lunchtime, it would be like perfect, but you know, we're going to work with what we got. Okay, so if you had the concealer, and it's part of that package, the Quarantine Shopper, what you're going to do is, I know a lot of people take their concealer and they come down like this, right? That little triangle right through here. Okay, that's great. But if you have mature skin, if you're a little bit older, that might not be the way to go. And the reason being is because it can actually have the opposite effect of what you want it to do. Okay, we want to lighten and brighten, which gives us a more youthful appearance. But if you're doing this and you have a more mature face, it could start bringing everything down. Plus, a lot of those concealers can settle in right in here, and that's going to make us look older. We don't want that. So I'm going to show you a trick. So you take your concealer and you just want to put a little bit out here. Okay. Instead of coming all the way down here, I'm putting it here. We'll do that on both sides. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's going to open up. Okay, I'm going to do just a teensy bit. But most of my color, my lighter color, is going out here. All right. Then I'm going to come down here on either side of my nose. Remember, this is all smoke and mirrors, okay? Just optical illusion. Okay, so I left a lot of, you know, just natural through here. Then I'm going to come down here. All right. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, primarily it went here, and then we just kind of lightly brought it in here. Then in here, then through here, okay? And it's just very, very light. Now, the Concealer Duo works so much better, guys. This hair. So you would use your lighter color for that. All right, so that's the other thing, the third thing in that bundle. So you've got your HP Primer, Be Picture Perfect, the Concealer Duo. And what I'll do when I put the products in the comments, I'll put like a little star beside what's in that bundle, okay? All right, so you guys probably remember this palette if you've been shopping with me for a little bit. This is, or if you shop at Ulta and you're familiar with Pure Cosmetics, that's our sister company, you've seen this palette, okay? I flippin' love this palette. And this is the time of year when it's back, and it's only $28.50. It's amazing. And I want to show y'all, let me cover that up so it don't blind you. There's so much product right here. And I want you to know that, yes, those colors are highly pigmented. It's just like if you were working with better hair color, those colors are highly pigmented. If you're working with a better paint, the pigments are more pure. They're more, they're natural ingredients, so the colors are more vibrant. Don't be intimidated by the color, because when you have a better pigment, a better product, a better makeup that's milled finer, it goes on, it's easier to build up the color, okay? Then it's not going to go on as dark as that. You build it up. Now, you could get it that dark, but you build it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this palette. It's called Glow on the Go. And this is the time of year for it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to use it to contour. We're going to use it to do our eye makeup and highlight. So let me find... Okay, so when you're doing your contouring, you want to use a brush that is... Sorry. You want to use a brush that's slanted, okay? That just makes it easier to work with, and it makes it easier to apply product, all right? All right. So I'm picking up this brown color, and that's what I'm going to use as my contour. This is what's so awesome about this palette, because you can use it for everything. And I'm going to go in, and remember, when you're contouring, you're just taking away when you're using the darker colors. All right? You're just shading what you want to just kind of disappear, right? And reason why I do my hair after is because, yes, I do go up into my hairline when I'm applying contour on my forehead, because it looks more believable, especially in photographs, okay? So just kind of go up in there. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to create cheekbones that I do not have. So I'm going to come in, and I do not go too far past my nose, all right? I deposit more of the color closer to my hairline. And working with the brush. Let the brush do the work for you, right? Okay. So what you're doing is you're basically creating a backwards 3. You see that? All right, so now, hang on guys, let me do this real quick. All right, so now what I'm going to do is the backwards 3, remember? So, whoop, whoop. Okay, so I'm creating more of a jawline. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to contour. We're going to use this as our highlighter, and we're going to use it as our eyeshadow, this one palette, okay? This is Glow on the Go. All right, so now I'm going to use the blush. I'm going to use this color. And remember what I said, don't be intimidated by it. It's gonna all work out. I'm just going to pick up a little bit, and using a brush, I'm just going to let the brush do most of the work. So you see how little I'm using? This palette will last you forever. Or if you're like us, and there's other women in the house, we tend to share our makeup, so it works out really well. And I know that there's a lot of mothers and daughters on here. So it works out really good. All right, so now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to jump off camera for a hot second. I'm going to pick up my, because I don't have it in here. I needed my Ultra Finish foundation, but because I use it like a finishing powder. I'll grab that here in a second. I have some on here. All right, I'm just kind of smoothing it out. All right, and you notice that I did not, where I had concealer, I did not like remove it or anything like that. I'm just blending everything out. Okay. All right, now if you wanted to really get in there and contour, we could, I'm going to jump off screen again. All right, use your Ultra Finish foundation in a darker color, or you could use our bronzer and just kind of go in there and really start contouring. I'm going to do my nose today as well because I'm just kind of feeling it. I've had a bad ear infection the last couple of days, and I've just been kind of doing just the bare minimum to get by. And so I really want to go out today and be looking cute. Okay, so and you see where I'm starting, right? I'm starting at the corner of my eyebrow and bringing it down. Normally I do my eyebrows before this, but that's okay. And sometimes you'll think that you're getting in there a little too close. You're not. You're doing it right. I'm going to bring it all the way down. Just do a little something like that. Okay. So we're just really going for it today. And again, I will, like I always do, I'll get pictures in natural light. And I think that's so helpful sometimes because, you know, you're looking at it like right now and it might look really dark. I don't know. I don't have all my glasses. But let's see. Oh yeah. But then, and I have a Diva ring back here trying to give us some more light while we're working this morning. So, but yeah, I will definitely get in natural light and get some photos for y'all. All right, so I'm doing eyebrows, and y'all know how I feel about eyebrows. And I'm just using one of my eye silks. It's the Rich Cocoa, that rich brown, beautiful color. Okay, now I use this color because that's the color, well, where I don't have gray, that's the color of my roots, right? But now if you are lighter, if you're on the blonde side, then you would probably, you could use, if you wanted to use one of the eye silks, I would recommend Baked. It's a color called Baked. And that would be a great one for you. If you are a redhead, we have Oh Wow Brow, which is a palette of several different eyebrow colors that you can, you know, there's a wax in there, and then there's also the powder that you can apply. And if you're a redhead, I would highly recommend that. Sometimes I tend to, you know, I like to do my hair in the red and the gold family. Right now it's more on the dark brown side just because I like change. But if you are a redhead, or if you're a golden blonde, champagne blonde, strawberry blonde, you know, something in the gold or red family, I highly recommend that. If you are really, really blonde, like on the platinum side, like I said, Baked is a great color for you. If you, if your eyebrows tend to be very coarse and you want to, you know, have that, the wax to help them stay in place, and then, you know, customize your color, Oh Wow Brow. Other than that, then I would just say, you know, use an eye silk. But either way, I'm really a fan of the powders, and, you know, if you need a wax, then using a wax as opposed to doing a pencil, because I think you have more control. And like I've always said, it looks more, it's a softer look. It's not as harsh. But either way, you know, whatever you're a fan of, you know, that's just my personal preference, but whatever you're a fan of, I definitely believe in filling in your brows, okay? And then you always want to brush them after, just to, you know, again, keep that look softer. Okay. And, you know, you can do them as thick or as thin as you want. I tend to go a little bit on the thicker side, just because I like eyebrows. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Glow on the Go. And I'm going to use a flat brush to pick up this gold color. Oh, that's not the one. Sorry, that one's a little too fluffy. Let's use this one. Okay. And I'm going to pick this up. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put on my Heavenly Sheen eye primer. And I love this. I had it sitting right here because I want y'all to see this. I am placing orders today, and Shannon, I have yours. If you guys want to place an order with me and you want me to do, if you want to do porch pickup, you know, let me know. Or if you want me to order it for you and have it sent to your house, let me know. And let's get that taken care of. However you want to do it, just let me know. I try to make it as easy and as convenient for y'all. Okay, so that's my primer. My primer's on, and it dries super fast, and that's what we want, because when we have, I don't know, 3.5 minutes to get ready in the morning, we got to have something that works really fast. Okay, and again, you use a primer because I want this to last all day, all right? I want my eyeshadow, I don't want it flying away. I don't want it creasing, because that's not good, and it actually makes you look older, right? All right, so I've got this beautiful champagne color, and I'm going to come up here and go under my arch. All right, I'm going to take a fluffy brush, fluffier, not too fluffy. That's it. No, you know what? Let me use here's my favorite brush. There it is. And that's part of the Alouette 5-piece set. And I'm picking up this brown color that we use to do our contouring. And I'm going to go slightly above my crease. And y'all see how these colors look. And no matter what color my hair is, whether it's, you know, really, really blonde, like it was this time last year, or if it's on the darker side like it is now, or if it's on the red side, this palette works. So keep that in mind. Okay, I just went in with that lighter color again. Okay, now I could stop here, but I'm not going to. If you wanted to, you could stop here. But what I'm going to do is I want to use some of that orange. That orange is so popular right now. Whether you know, you're looking at things in print, in magazines, or on digital, some kind of digital venue, you'll see this orange and various shades of orange and reds. Yes, reds on the eye, and pinks and rose colors. They're just very on trend right now, and I love them. Okay, so I'm picking up that orange color, okay? And I'm using a flat brush, and I'm going to go in, and I'm just pressing it down like that, because I want a lot of color, and I want it to show up. So I'm not doing like this. I'm using a flat brush, and I'm pressing it down just like that. Okay, like I said, I want a lot of color. Now, if you used a fluffier brush, looking at our time, if you used a fluffier brush, then of course it's not going to be as intense. Okay, if you want it intense, then you use a dense brush where the bristles are packed tighter together. Okay, and that's how you get that. So as you can see, that put a lot of color on my eyelids. I'm going to do like this with a fluffy brush and blend this out. Now I'm just going to barely touch right here, just so it's not a real harsh line. Now this is just a personal preference, but I wanted you to see, and I wanted to do the colors a little more intense so that they would show up on camera, but you can use this palette for so much. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on eyeliner, and I am going to use a brush, and I love my Set & Shield. Okay, this is what it looks like when it settles. What this is charcoal, and what it does is it when I shake it like this and it's dispersed through the bottle, and then when I spray it with the other ingredients, and I'll list that for you guys. I know I've listed it before, and this stuff is just so amazing. It smells so good because of the essential oils in it and whatnot. But the charcoal, when it's dispersed like this and I spray it, I'll go ahead and show you. It helps to set your face, okay? So that's another way that you can go all day long, even in South Carolina humidity, and your makeup's gonna last, okay? But I also use it to wet my little brush, and I use our Eye Silks again for my eyeliner, and I'm using Plum Passion today, which is this really pretty purple color. If you have green eyes, if you have hazel eyes, if you have brown eyes, if you have blue eyes, let me just tell you, that deep purple color is going to bring the color out in your eye. All right, that's just a little trick there. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm using this little brush, and it's slanted, and the bristles are very tight, and I'm using it as my eyeliner brush, and I'm just following along my lash line. I don't want anything too crazy. I just want a little bit more definition on my eye. I've really been doing this a lot lately. It's either this or I use our liquid eyeliner, because I love the soft effect. I don't want anything harsh right next to my eye. Again, it's just a little anti-aging trick. Okay, do my other eye. And y'all know how blind I am, but you see how easy this goes on. Super, super easy. Because it's just a better product. Okay. Just like that. So no matter what you're working with, or what color you're working with, if you're using these Eye Silks and you want to use them as an eyeliner, that's all you have to do. Okay. And like I said, it's not a harsh line. And this is all I've been doing here lately. As opposed to using any other eyeliners. I either use the Eye Silks, like I said, or our liquid eyeliner. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different than I normally do. I'm going to add color below here. I know, I never do that, but I'm going to today. And I'm going to use our Plum Passion, and I'm using my brush, but instead of using it like a pencil, I'm using the flat part of it. And I just pull my eye slightly, and I'm doing that. Okay? And then just like that. And this is only because I've had people ask about, you know, using eyeliners underneath. And a lot of times I don't. But just to show you that you can. Okay. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little wing. Yes, you can do that with your Eye Silk. Just a little different look today. And of course, when I get my hair done and get my accessories on, the whole thing comes together. All right, so also part of that bundle, and like I said, I'll put a little star beside everything that's in the bundle, is our Top Shelf mascara. And if you are going for glam, this is the way to go. So my quarantine shoppers, my glamour girls, my makeup mamas, you know who you are. This is what you need. You can curl your lashes. Sometimes I do. I just don't happen to have mine right here. And to save on time, I'm going to go ahead and just get this started. But you don't necessarily have to with this brush. As you can see, it's curled. And the way that this thing, I don't know what engineer put this brush together, but they got it right. You can really get in there and hit all those little baby lashes and get product on there. And I mean, I can just keep going and going and going and just making them bigger and bigger and bigger. Sorry, got to get a little close up. Sorry, I got out of the camera, but all right, there we go. And you notice I'm not constantly putting this wand in and out of my tube of mascara. It's because it holds a lot of product. I've been using my lash serum too. That is so, that's another great thing that we released this year. Gosh, I mean, we are so, you know, we own skincare. I don't care what anybody says, we own skincare. And with those great ingredients, you know, now being added to our, or they have been added to our cosmetics, but our cosmetics line has really just expanded. And I mean, y'all know I love makeup, so it's just so exciting, all the things that are coming out. Well, I guess lash serum would be part of both, really, skincare and cosmetics. But yeah, that was such a phenomenal release this year. And then this mascara, yes. And the thing I like too is that sorry about that, y'all. The thing that I like too is that there's no fibers in it. I'm really funny about like what goes close to my eye. It's just clean mascara. And as y'all know, there's a lot of mascaras out there that are not clean. There's probably 40 different words, 40 different things that are actually tar. You know, they have 40 different words for it that are in mascaras. And mascaras tend to be one of the dirtiest of cosmetics. Now, our mascaras are not dirty. They are clean, but they're not waterproof. And that's one thing. You can't really, you know, it hasn't been done yet. And if it can be done, Alouette will be the one to do it. But can't really formulate a waterproof mascara and keep it clean. So I get asked all the time, are your mascaras waterproof? No. And here's the reason why. But they are wonderful. They don't flake. They don't clump. Y'all saw me put that on, and the brush is amazing. You know I can't see. And I'm, you know, working just with a regular makeup mirror. I don't have it on magnify, but that brush is phenomenal. I mean, it goes where it needs to. It does what it's supposed to. All right, so real quick, I'm going to put on my lipstick, and I think I'm going to go with, let's do Posh, okay? Posh looks super, super pretty. It's got rose gold in it, but it's not going to be like a bunch of metallic stuff on my lips, right? And it's going to look really pretty with this Glow on the Go palette. And I didn't even line my lips, y'all. But if I was going to line my lips, I would have used nutmeg. As a matter of fact, let me see. Actually, I can line my Cupid's bow real quick. All right, I'm gonna duck out of the camera real quick. Okay. Nutmeg is a great, there is color to it, but it's a great neutral for pretty much all lipstick colors. All right, so we are rocking and rolling. I'm going to touch up my hair real quick so I don't look, so it doesn't look, I don't know, flat. Get some earrings on. There we go. Love some big earrings. I'll have all these products listed. And like I said, for the quarantine shopper bundle, I'll put a star by them so that you know that that was part of that bundle. And that's it. I am going to touch up my hair and get some pictures for you guys out in natural light. Actually, now we're getting pretty good with the light coming in. So yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys have a great Saturday. I will be talking to you more about, you know, everything that's going on in our franchise here in, well, the Midlands. I started to say Columbia, but it's actually Lexington where the office is. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I am placing orders today. I've got a couple of y'all I've got you taken care of. And if you want, you know, to jump in there and get your orders in this week, let's do it. Mother's Day, y'all. Tell your significant other, tell your kids, tell your partner, this is what I want for Mother's Day. Tell them you want skincare, or tell them you want your makeup, what have you. That's what you really want. Like I said, you don't want another kitchen gadget. You want some good stuff. Not discounting some kitchen gadgets, and I do get pretty excited about appliances, but when you go back to work, or when the world, you know, whatever our new normal is going to be, you want to look great, and you want to have on your best face and your confidence up. You know, you're going to be seeing people you haven't seen in 8+ weeks, you know, so let's do this. All right, guys, have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.